Hello and welcome to Attain Housing's Week of Giving 2021. You may remember me. My name is Sasha Summer Cousineau and I am back once again as your host for the week. It's been quite a year, to say the least, since September of 2020. Lots of change, lots of things in flux, but one thing that has not changed is Attain Housing's mission to both help families heal from the trauma of homelessness and to prevent those at risk of losing their housing from entering the cycle of eviction and homelessness in the first place. We are so grateful and honored to have you, our incredible supporters, here with us once again. And though we still may not be together in person just yet, we know you're still out there safely supporting our cause virtually. Today, we'd like to share an update from a former Attain Housing client family. After that, we'll have a message from Attain's new Executive Director, Natalie Reber. Natalie joined the crew in May of this year, and she is excited to be part of this year's fundraiser. So, at any time this week, please go to attainhousing.org to make your Week of Giving donation. You will be making a real, tangible difference in the lives of homeless and at-risk families right here in our own backyards in King County. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, Windermere Real Estate of Kirkland, Merritt Homes, Overlake Medical Center and Clinics, Design Lab Incorporated, Pacific Medical Centers, BECU, Home Street Bank, Puget Sound Energy, Helm Baron CPAs, and BNB Builders. Now, without further ado, here's a chat with a former Attain Housing client.
Hi, my name is Marliena Mills. I'm a former Attain Housing client from back in 2017, 18, a while ago.
How are you?
Honestly, I'm doing great.
Yeah.
I am a lot farther along than I was when we first met. Come a long way, man. I grew up in foster care my whole life, and I went through tons of really screwed up things. My whole motivation as a kid was like, why me? But I'm gonna make sure never my kids, they're never gonna go through what I've gone through. I wanted to have all my stuff together because my kids were gonna have the best life ever, right? What pushed me a lot to graduate high school early and go to college early and do all this stuff was I didn't want to be a statistic. Statistically, less than 1% should have graduated high school, and statistically I should have never gone to college, and statistically I should have been pregnant at 16, and statistically I should have ended up homeless after dropping out of high school, and all these things. And so I tried so hard to not be a statistic, and my scholarship ran out and I didn't have support. I'm about to cry. Okay. Anyway. Okay.
It's okay.
I ended up homeless. I got pregnant while being homeless. Was nowhere where I thought I would be when I was gonna have a baby. When you work that hard to not be a statistic and you end up a statistic, there's a whole mental and emotional health piece of that. Although it was a low for me, I was not gonna be that statistic, not gonna do it. And so I utilized Youth Care's Orion Center. And I had really, really great case managers. I volunteered there, I got a job there, and then they led me to Attain. Parenting and Phenix, it's been a journey, man. Postpartum depression, anxiety, navigating the job field, housing, getting a car. Things that, people with resources can do kind of easily sometimes, or so it looks on the outside. For me, had to work 10 times as hard to get there. And I think that every part of my journey with parenthood, with just life in general, was the way it was supposed to go. I was able to advocate for, different suggestions with Attain for how to make that transition easier for people. I've been able to advocate for homeless moms and homeless pregnant moms and all these things that if I had not had this journey, and even as a parent, advocating for mental health awareness and trying to make that an easier process for people in the future has been great. And I think Phenix is better for it. because of that, I feel like I'm way more of an emotionally aware parent.
I really enjoy that we have gotten to know each other. And I really do appreciate your feedback. I think it's super helpful. We've made a bunch of changes. We've brought in-house mental health counseling that's available to everybody at their home, in a large part because of kind of you sharing your experience with us. The follow-up case management is directly related to the feedback that you've given us. The bouncy house for our event.
No way.
Oh my God, it was so great.
Really?
I want to do that like at least twice a year because
Nice.
it really was a blind spot for me. Yeah, so there's a good timeline for how long we've known each other,
Oh
huh?
yeah.
He wasn't even around when we met each other.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And so 2.5.
2.5.
What's the best thing about 2.5?
That I can have conversations with him now.
Yeah.
And he can tell me, Mommy, I'm so sad.
Yeah.
Or, Mommy, this is really exciting. I think when life is overwhelming, our kids kind of save us sometimes.
It can go either way, right?
Oh yeah, it can either like send you over completely,
Yeah.
but even just that little bit of like, oh yes, there's this whole other amazing aspect of my life, and even though this is overwhelming, like this is what it's all about.
Hello, everyone. I'm Natalie Reber, and I joined Attain as Executive Director earlier this year. I'm so proud and honored to be a part of this organization and to help lead it through these difficult times and help it grow in a sustainable way, so as to ensure the organization will continue to assist homeless families for generations to come. I hope you enjoyed hearing from our former client and feel as inspired by them as I do. It's so powerful to hear from client families after they leave our program and navigate the ups and downs of life. I'd like to remind you of a few things before we close today. The people that we serve have faced trauma, and working through that trauma is a continuous journey. Because of that, the path to stability and permanent housing is not always a straight line. Our transitional housing program and our stable home rental assistance programs are here as stopgaps to help catch people when they stumble and help them feel supported. Things may be uncertain as the pandemic continues to evolve, but Attain Housing has been embedded in this community for over 32 years now, and we're not going anywhere. We've been able to shift and evolve our services with the times and have maintained an excellent track record of helping families move on to permanent housing. Our stable home rental assistance program continues to evolve and adapt to help families work out payment plans with landlords during the eviction moratoriums and to prevent the accrual of massive rental debts. Your donations fuel these programs and help make direct, tangible differences in the lives of so many families on the East Side and throughout King County. So I hope you enjoy and get a lot out of our videos this week. And I do hope you'll consider making a gift during our week of giving. I look forward to getting to know more and more of you awesome Attain supporters in the coming months. But until then, stay safe and keep making a difference. Thank you.